Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about the pits, not the ones that get you down, these pits. Did you know that your armpits are actually pretty important and can be an indicative way of knowing if something is on track or off track in terms of your general health? I'm going to share with you. But before we start all of that, let me just say that I am not a medical doctor. I do not work in the medical field, nor do I aspire to. In addition to that, this will not be a conversation about grooming. I wax my underarms. If you choose to shave or go natural, totally your business, don't care. This conversation will be more about the things you can do to care best for your underarm and just in general underarm health. So let's get started. So as I shared with you guys before, I've been reading this book called Woman Code. And Woman Code is essentially a breakdown of how important the endocrine system is for general women's health. One of the things I've learned as I was reading that kind of sparked my interest was the importance of the lymph nodes. Now, lymph nodes are located in different parts of your body. The ones I'm specifically speaking to are the ones in your armpits. The ones in your armpits, you can actually press at times when you're sick and feel them because their function is to filter out toxins that are in your body. So if you have the flu or a cold, or even if you have breast cancer, you will notice that you have sacs that you can feel, and that just basically means your lymph nodes are full because they've been filtering out whatever is going on inside your body. So they're pretty important. So when it comes to the actual dealings with your armpits, we typically think about this, deodorant, right? Deodorant, antiperspirant. There are two different types of things you can put under your arms when it comes to this category. There is an antiperspirant, which stops you from sweating, and then there is a deodorant, which stops you from stinking. Most people like to get both, and that's what I was doing when I was buying this. I thought it was great, you know. Arm & Hammer is a baking soda brand. What's more natural than baking soda? And was using this for quite some time. But what I learned is that this and most deodorants that we use contain aluminum. And aluminum is not great for you. And aluminum has been linked to very serious diseases like Alzheimer's and even breast cancer, because once aluminum is absorbed into your body, it actually blocks the lymph nodes from filtering out toxins. So that allows things to kind of form without a natural filter, and you kind of want to avoid any type of aluminum, anything in your deodorant. So after I made that realization, I was like, okay, well, what are my options? I started doing a little bit of research, and I came across a natural deodorant by a black-owned company called Dorney. It's either Dorney or Dorney. I apologize if I'm not pronouncing it correct, but they are based in Ohio, and they sell things that I already am a fan of. They have wonderful body oils, beautiful soaps. Like, they're a really great company. So I figured, why not try their natural deodorants, as I was in, on the hunt for that. So just so you know, the ingredients of this is coconut oil, cocoa butter, arrowroot powder, cornstarch, sweet orange, lemongrass, eucalyptus, and tea tree essential oils. That is all that's in here, which is the right stuff, right? These are the kind of things you want to have. I will say from my personal experience, I didn't necessarily like it at the end of the day because I felt like there was more of a stench than I was used to. So it may just be the way my own body's like hormones and bacteria are mixing with the products. While it does do its job, it's just towards the end of the day there was a stench I was not used to. I guess in that cocktail that's happening in my armpits. So I tend to not stay away from it. I tend to stay away from it for myself, but it may work for you. So I'll put a link at the end. What I did also notice is that there are other companies doing this. There are other companies that are clear that aluminum is not the way, and there are natural ways to remedy body odor or armpit odor. Yeah. So another company that I found that is in the natural deodorant market is a company called Native. And this is the package I purchased. I purchased a 5 or 6 piece set because I wanted just to kind of get an overall experience of all the products that they offer, not just the deodorant. And this is the package. I hope you can see this. This is the package that I ordered. And oh my gosh, it smells so good. Do you guys use the, if you use the Dove cucumber melon. I think that's what it's called, cucumber melon, the green one. It smells just like that. It smells amazing. Anywho, so the packaging includes a travel size deodorant, regular size deodorant, body wash, and 2 soaps. So, oh, you smell so good. I love it. I'm looking forward to trying this company out, and I'll let you know what happens at the end. Okay, so if I'm not doing this, and I'm not doing this, and I haven't tried this yet, what am I doing now? I'll tell you. This. Believe it or not, citrus is super duper potent. And although it does not stop you from sweating, because that is not my goal, is to stop sweating, there's no stench. There is no odor at the end of the day when I use just straight up lemon or lime on my armpits. Now, I did not make this up. This was actually a happy accident, how I even discovered this was a great natural deodorant. I was looking for a way to lighten my underarms because I just felt like they were too dark compared to the rest of my underarm area. And for somebody that waxes their underarm hair, it would confuse me sometimes. I was like, is that stubble? Is that hair? Do I need to get waxed again? It was just confusing. I wanted it to be clearly whatever the shade of my rest of my arm was. So I looked for natural remedies to do that. I found something that was effective, and it was a combination of baking soda and lemon juice. When you combine lemon juice and baking soda together, it creates a paste. You put that paste under your arms for about 15-20 minutes, and you do this about 2-3 times a week. In like 2-3 weeks, you see like a very noticeable difference. So that's actually a good tip if you're interested in doing that for the summer. Your call. But that's how I discovered that this was an actual deodorant, because I didn't have this at the time I was trying it for the first time. I put this on my arms and just did like this, and I was just gonna look for some baking soda to smack on there. I went to my cabinet, realized I didn't have any, but I'm lazy, and I decided I was not gonna go to the store, so I just stayed in the house for the rest of the day, because in my mind, who cares, it's just me. Then I realized I didn't stink. Okay. All right. Aside from the deodorant options and the citrus option for the underarm deodorant, I was also trying to figure out, well, what can I do to actually care for my armpit? So let's say I've been using a aluminum deodorant for years, and now I'm like, okay, well, I want to kind of help regulate or get that together. What can I do for that? And I found a remedy, a natural remedy that kind of likens itself to a face mask you may do at home, and it's a mask for your armpits. So this mask includes 2 ingredients. The first one is a clay. Now this is called, the brand I chose is Aztec Secret Indian Healing Clay, and it is 100% natural calcium bentonite clay. I think that's what this says, bentonite clay. So I use this, and this is what it looks like inside. It's very powdery and clay-like. And I mix this with the apple cider vinegar. But the crucial element of the apple cider vinegar you use, it has to have the mother. If there is no mother, there is no other. You get what I'm saying? So you want to make sure you have apple cider vinegar with mother. You put this together and you create a paste. You put it under your arms for about 15-20 minutes. Let it sit and do it for about like 2-3 times a week. You'll notice that the stench in your armpit actually kind of fades over time. Now, speaking of natural stench, I do have to like fully disclose that I have not eaten meat in over like 2 years. So that may play a part in the stench. And I'm only mentioning this because in my research and things that I've read, people tend to comment that their personal body odor and their body chemistry probably in general has changed as a result of not eating meat. Now, if you eat meat, do your thing. I don't care. That's fine. I'm just letting you know part of why I may not or I may respond to certain things when you try to experiment with them is because my diet's a little different. So if you are eating meat, if you're eating clean, I'm assuming you still would be okay. But again, I would know because I'm not eating meat. So yes, this is everything that I've done or am doing for my armpits. I hope you found this to be somewhat helpful, informative, and may help guide you to make better decisions for your underarm health. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'll put links for everything in the description below. And until next time.